Funded by a grant from the National Science Foundation, the Ethical Technologies in the Homes of Seniors project, or ETHOS, at Indiana University assembles an academically diverse team of researchers from the IU School of Informatics, IU School of Health, Physical Education and Recreation, and the Pervasive Technology Institute. The ETHOS team develops and tests new technologies designed to keep seniors safe in their homes and connected to caregivers, while giving special attention to issues of ethics and privacy related to the use of these technologies.
How can we create new technologies specifically aimed at this aging demographic?
Professor Kalpana Shankar studies issues of technology and informatics from a social science perspective.
Devices that are both useful and affordable and helpful, but most importantly are sensitive to the privacy needs of this population.
A lot of technologists are looking at developing technologies that go in the homes of older adults so that we can keep them safe and help them live independently for longer.
Professor Kay Connolly focuses on the development of technology devices and applications that respect user privacy.
The technology is getting to the stage where we truly are having pervasive technologies. We can put these things in people's homes and do a lot of monitoring that we couldn't do before. So if we want people to take those monitoring technologies in their homes, we need to be thinking about, well, what are their concerns with bringing them in, and can we design in such a way that they are willing to bring them in before they're at the critical point.
A lot of our work, in addition to developing devices, has been involved with trying to figure out what people mean when we say words like privacy.
From our first grant, one of the initial results we found was that people were very concerned with financial and online fraud. So a lot of technologists are looking at developing technologies that go in the homes of older adults so that we can keep them safe and help them live independently for longer. Technology is just an obvious solution to help us deal with this older adult population. We need to be looking at the ethical and privacy considerations now before it's too late.
I'm William Hazelwood, Acting Lab Manager for the E.T.H.O.S project. The E.T.H.O.S lab is located in the center of Indiana University's campus. We've converted part of the house into a sort of mock apartment. And so in one room we have a very small living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom. And it's supposed to sort of represent what a small efficiency apartment or living condition might be for a senior. The purpose of the lab is to study the sorts of technologies that are going to end up into people's homes in the near future.
One of the things that inspired this project is actually looking at some of the technologies that were available in the homes for seniors.
Professor Gene Camp specializes in issues of technology security and privacy.
Two projects I'm working on. One is the portal monitor. It uses the cellular network instead of the internet because the cellular network is harder to tap into. And what it does is every time the door opens or the doorbell rings, a designated caregiver gets a picture from both sides of the door. Both the receiver and the sending devices are cellular, so they have very small memory, so it kind of encourages removal.
We're looking at technologies that will allow us to monitor the health and well-being of elders so that they can stay in the homes that they've lived in for maybe 20 or 30 years. But we're also looking at ways that we can implement such technologies without completely devoiding all of their privacy, the things that make their home a home. As we've developed the technologies here in the lab, we're getting ready to test the plausibility of our prototypes within an actual elder community. Meadowood is a retirement community located here in Bloomington, and 4 households in this community have allowed us to come into their house with our prototypes and situate them and then monitor their use of the prototypes over a period of time.
I cannot think of a more exciting and fun and really critical research project than the E.T.H.O.S project is.
Professor Lisa Huber researches gerontology and issues related to the aging process.
Last summer we had 50 to 60 people here from Meadowood here, and then some other community residents to the Living Lab. And we toured them around and showed them all the bells and whistles, and then sat down in groups and just had a conversation about, you know, what do you like, what didn't you like, would this bother you? And then since then we've been taking our time going through that data, really thinking about what was said and what did they mean. And then we'll take these findings and bring them back here to Meadowood and in 4 apartments install these same technologies, really understanding what kinds of technology, for what reasons, and in what ways, And we're learning so much through this research about that just by really listening to a lot of really wonderful older people talk. They want to know if they fall that someone's going to know. They want to know that they can be safe online if they're online and not have their identity stolen. We can design technology to be what people want it to be. So we're really looking at something very new in terms of what it means to be old.